Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachakwadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the hopeful elect, hearing this word in sincerity and in truth. Alright, so just going to do a quick lesson on this madness, that Esau is pushing, these freaking drag shows. Pretty much men throwing dress, throwing makeup, and go perform in front of children, man, which is an abomination. And this goes to show you that this is all an agenda, alright, to pretty much turn the children out, man. This is why Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to annihilate, Babylon the Great, America, man. Alright, Esau's whole system, his whole infrastructure is going to be thrown down by Yahushua, man, when he returns. And even before Yahushua return, this place is going to be in for a rude awakening, man. All right. It says, another Texas restaurant features obscene drag show for children, male in strippers' clothing, sing and dance to. You can see what it says right there. Children ain't supposed to be thinking about that at that age, man. But this is the world that Esau is, pretty much leading to. This is the world that he's trying to make, all right, in the future for you to live in, man. So is this the world you want to live in? You know what I'm saying? Truth be told, man, I already know those of us that are, in this truth we see nothing, all right, to live for. Alright, in this man's society, man. Even right now, when things, hasn't got as bad as it's gonna get, we can clearly see that, it ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got a lot of celebrities, making a quick point. That's why you got a lot of celebrities regretting, their position, alright, in this man's society. Because, you gotta do certain things to get to a level, or to get at a certain level. And these celebrities, they have done it, not regretting what they've done or for that money. You know what I'm saying? But continuing in this article, it says, clips of the disgusting incident show a morbidly obese woman in the background, along with several other women and their children, smiling at and swaying to the grotesque melody while chowing down on their genetically modified downer, and people, they ain't got a problem with this, which is wickedness, but they do have a problem with, what I'm saying, if you were to take a young woman at a young age, man, all right, the whole world would lose their minds, especially in Babylon, you'd be slandered all over the place. But here you got men are dressed in, female apparel with makeup on their face, performing in front of children, and everybody's parading that, man. And let's get a scripture for that. If I could find it, Salakia. Let's go get that real quick. So this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 5, and verse 20. It says, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. And pretty much this man got everything upside down, man. What's righteous, alright, is looked at as evil in this society, and what's evil is looked at as righteous in this society, man. Alright, and these people, completely believe in this madness, man. Case in point, why you got no uproar, about this wicked behavior. Verse 21, it says, woe unto them that are wise in their own sight and prudent in their own sight. Slaki. Let me read that again. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. Woe unto them that are mighty to drink wine. Wine going into, philosophies. Okay. It says, in men of strength to mingle strong drink, which justify the wicked for reward and take away the righteousness of the righteous from him. And Esau reward this kind of behavior, man. But if you were to carry out, what's written in the law, you'd be locked up for life, man. Dealing with the judgment that's supposed to happen to a sodomite, which is stoned or put to death. But in this society, you carry out a kind of act like that, that'll get you a life in prison, and possibly, the death penalty. Why? Because Esau condones this kind of behavior. It says, the drag queen, a middle-aged man who is also grossly overweight, put on the sexually charged display as part of an all ages welcome, you see the letters, event in celebration of transgenderism and transhumanism, which is all the rage in today's America. You see, and that all ties into Esau's agenda, man. And this is why, as the scriptures say, in the book of Daniel, the 7th chapter, how Babylon the Great, which spake great words against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, is going to be utterly destroyed. That horn that came among, that little horn that came among the rest, that's America, man. So let me get that scripture real quick in Daniel 7, and I'm gonna get straight to the point. It says, verse 11, it says, I beheld then because of the voice, the great words which the horn spake. And the people here don't have to actually be saying these things, but through their actions, they're saying these things, right? Or they're boasting against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. The Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, his law, statutes, and commandments. But what does these people do? They have the attitude of, we ain't gotta do this. We ain't gotta listen to your laws. We're gonna do what we wanna do. It's I wanna say common sense. But it should be common sense that a man is not supposed to, be with another man or wear women's apparel. A woman is not supposed to be with another woman or wear a man's apparel, so on and so forth. But these people do what they want to do, and they can't say they don't know, because the man of the Lord is out there rebuking this wickedness, man. He says, I beheld even till the beast was slain and his body destroyed and given to the burning flame, right? And that's talking about America being destroyed through the thermonuclear destruction. And also when Yahweh shall return, he's going to let loose fire on this place too, man. And that's going to be, that's going to be the ultimate judgment for this place because of this wickedness, man. It says, jump down. It says, why is Texas being overrun with child groomers, pedophiles, and perverts? Because ultimately this is prophecy, man. Because all this is leading to that destruction, man. What does the scripture say, about all this? There's the book of Luke, chapter 17, and verse 26. It says, and as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it also be in the days of the Son of Man. They did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. Pretty much they were living carelessly, man. Just like what you see today, man. These people here, primarily in America, they're living carelessly. They're not considering that one day judgment is going to come for their actions, man. They think that they have the mindset of free will. We can do whatever we want and nothing is going to happen to us. Well, that was the mindset of those people back in Noah's time, man. They didn't think that, it was going to rain. Noah was preaching about flood coming, and it not, ever raining, because, back in Noah's time, it never rained. The earth was just, it was just pretty much a dew that watered the earth, So them people, when Noah was saying, it's going to rain, it's going to flood, they mocked him. So likewise in these times, where the men of the Lord is saying that it's going to be nuclear fire raining our nuclear missiles going to rain on Babylon, what do these people do? They scoff, they mock at it. But just know with a surety that these things will happen. All right, these people are mocking and they're living carelessly. Okay, it says, verse 28. Likewise, also as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they built it. You see, and these are the same things that we see going on here in America, man. With all the prophecy going on, all right, World War III brewing up, or the charagma, is being put on the scene more and more. Okay, these people is not considering these things. They're distracted by, NFL, NBA, the lives of these rappers. They're distracted by all these things, man. They're living carelessly. But verse 29, it says, but the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all, right? They didn't expect fire to rain from heaven. And likewise, in the day of the Lord, these people is not going to expect these great plagues to happen. All right. So once again, it says, why is Texas being overrun with child groomers, pedophiles, and perverts? All right, because this is ultimately prophecy happening before Yahweh Shem Yahushai bring that great destruction, man. It says, it seems like every other day we are hearing about these kinds of drag queen events, and particularly in Texas. Why is the Lone Star State seemingly being overrun with pedophile perverts who want to corrupt children in this way? All right, because the so-called white man Esau, he knows, all right, to get at the children at a young age, man. Because what's gonna happen is they're gonna grow up, in those ways. They're gonna grow up, doing those things. A child's mind, is like a sponge. It soaks in information. So if you're training up a child in wickedness, all right, eventually that child is gonna grow up to, live or act in that wickedness, man. This is Proverbs 22 and verse 6. It says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. You see, and there is, of course, the righteous way of doing it. But then you got the wicked Esau Edom, who's doing this, all right, in wickedness, man. The way we're supposed to train up our children is in righteousness. How to serve Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all right, through the law, statutes, and commandments. But this damn devil, all right, he's doing it in wickedness. Showing you that Esau knows the scriptures, man. All right, but him being the wicked, he's not going to execute what's written in the scriptures. All right, because at the end of the day, it's not for him to do so. All right, that's our duty. All right, the nation of Israel, we're the righteous. All right, so by default, we want to do, of course, you want to do what's right in Yahweh Shem Yahushai's sight. But we're in this flesh. But nevertheless, when the Lord makes us perfect, all right, we're going to be programmed to do these things without a thought. It says some Texas lawmakers seem aware of the problem, which is why they are introducing and attempting to pass legislation to ban these kinds of drag queen events at restaurants, libraries, and even schools. Which I don't believe is going to happen. Because that'll be against Esau's agenda, all right, to ban this kind of behavior. Because remember, this man got a short time, to establish his NWO. So it only makes sense that they're gonna push more wickedness, upon the world, and to be particular, or upon the children. Okay, it says Texas is not the only state in the country that has a pedophile and child grooming problem, of course. In Michigan, for instance, state attorney, and it says a name, has called for a drag queen for every school to ensure that the next generation of Michiganders is fully baptized into the cult of the, LGBT. So once again, man, we can clearly see this is something that is purposely, all right, being pushed upon the population. All right, because this is the world that Esau, all right, is going to wants to bring upon the planet Earth. Pretty much Satan's kingdom, man. This man wants to bring Satan's kingdom on Earth. Yahweh Shem Yahushai is not going to let this man fulfill his wicked lust. His wicked desire. Okay, I'm gonna jump down real quick. It says Salaki, I lost my course. It says many drag queens are child abusers. Just to be clear, back in June, as one example, one of them was arrested and charged with 25 counts of child pornography. You know, man, these people are wicked. You know, hey, this is that land, man. Let's go to the book of Job. This is that place, you know, spoken of in the scriptures, you know, that would be all wicked as hell. Okay, this is Job chapter 10 and verse 20. It says, "Are not my days few? Cease then and let me alone, that I may take comfort a little. Before I go whence I shall not return, even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death." You know, and that land of darkness is America, man. Babylon the Great. You know, it says a land of darkness as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death, without any order, and where the light is as darkness. You see, the light is as darkness, man, because, you know, what these people deem as, you know, righteous is really darkness, man. What they deem as light is darkness, and what they deem as, you know, righteous is actually wicked, man. You know, and the fact that nobody got a problem with it but the men of the Lord, all right, here on this planet, man. Hey, that tells us a lot. That shows you that the whole world, the majority of these people in the world, they're prepped for the NWO. They're ready, all right, for that new system, man. You know, so once again, you know, this lesson goes to say, man, it's just the world you want to live in, all right, where wickedness is going to be at, you know, is going to be the norm, or wickedness is going to be, you know, the standard in you know, in Esau's so-called NWO, man. All right, because this is what he's pushing for. You know, he's pushing to pretty much wipe out all righteousness from earth, and pretty much, you know, make wickedness, you know, the standard on the earth, man. You know, but you know, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is not gonna let this man fulfill that wicked lust. His end is at a close end, man. All right, that's why the scripture says he's gonna come down with great wrath, because you know that he got a short time. All right, his time is almost up. Okay, so Lord willing, this was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Shem Yahushua, by Shem HaKadosh. Until next time, I say Shalom.